Hi, welcome back to the channel and back to computer architecture and organization series. Today we are going to see the new area called topic or unit called pipelining. The previous session I explained about the accessing IO devices where we discussed about many of the interrupt handling methods and continued with the completed with the standard interface devices, so standard interface devices and so on. You can go and check the playlist anytime. Today we are going to see the basic concept of pipelining in computer architecture and organization. It's a very important area when you go for GATE or any competitive exams today. In future also, if you choose a career of computer science engineering and when you go for some hardware engineer, whatever the role of hardware engineer or anywhere, and whenever before going this lesson, whenever free time, please go and check the pipeline playlist number 38 has 38 where I explained the pipeline with practical examples also. What is pipeline we will need, what are stages in the pipeline, and with real-time example also. Let's go for here. So today we are session definitely help to learn the basic concepts, use the idea of pipeline in a computer, and role of the cache memory, at last what is meant by hazard. So basic concepts. So what means parallelism. So if you want to remember easily, pipeline means we are going to execute the program in the form of instruction where parallelly or simultaneously, and we need pipeline. Why? Because to improve the performance of the computer, I can say throughput. Improve the throughput of the CPU, we need and reduce timing also. So remember, pipeline is what nothing but is a effective way of organizing concurrent activity in a computer system. The basic idea is very simple here. That is, it is frequently encountered in manufacturing plants where pipelining is commonly known as assembly line operation. Pipelining is widely used in the modern processor. Why we need pipelining? Because today all the modern processing computers using this pipelining only, and also it always improves system performance in terms of throughput, and also it requires sophisticated compilation techniques. So in the upcoming sessions we are going to see the types of pipelining, what is hazard, what are the types of hazard, how do you solve the problem of hazards in computer architecture with the help of pipelining concept, at last influence and effect and so on, the superscalar operation and so on. So if you are stream of BTech and some stream of engineering, it may be you may study in the unit number 1 base where idea about the introduction to pipelining. So let's assemble. If you have any difficulty, remember the automation or manufacturing car industry where the robotics tool like that. Remember, if you have doubt means, or else you can say water plant. Whenever the water plant happening, what happen? Continuously process keep on going. It never wait for other options. So without pipeline, what happens? We can execute the task very easily. For example, if you normally execute without pipeline, it take 25 seconds. If you go this one within 12 seconds, you can complete the task with the help of pipeline. So before going this some diagram and use the idea of pipelining, you have to remember there are 5 stages of memory program where it's also one of the way you can say hardware also. If you want to implement pipelining in computer architecture, we need support of hardware components also. So here there will be 5 stages of information instruction will be there. Program take the main memory, what is the ALU, and computer means what are the three operations there: fetch, execute, decode. Fetch, decode, execute. This is the 3 major principle of any modern computer. So there will be here the program divided into 5 steps. That is called instruction format. That is called fetch. You can say simply fetch the instruction, decode the instruction, and decode the operand. Then fetch the operand, then execute the operand. At last save the operand. Like that. I am again repeating. Please take paper and pencil. Some of the points is not here. I will say orally in the explanation. Fetch, decode, then fetch the operand, then execute the operand, at last save the operand. That is the 5-stage principle of any instruction followed by the pipeline concept. Here you have to remember here how the instructions are executed in the form of pipelining. The question answer here. So let's go for the diagram. We will understand clearly how it will be executed and so on. Now remember here the computer. Let's go for the diagram. So this is the instruction format where instruction execution divided into 4 stages here. That is where it have a fetch instruction, decode instruction, and fetch operands, and execute operation, and write results. This is hardware organization. You have to understand this is a 4-stage pipeline. It's an example of 4-stage pipeline. So if you go for GATE or any competitive exam, they may ask some problematic question, case study question. Very easily you can write it if you understand this basic concept. So here let's assume that you have instruction 1, instruction 2, 3, 4, and say clock cycle. You know clock cycle means what? A particular time period you try to execute the given task. Clock 1, clock cycle 1, 2, 3 up to 7 is the time will be that instruction 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So remember here when you go for non-pipeline, there is no option. Once you complete the instruction, then you have to save the result and come to the next instruction, that is I plus 1, I plus 2, I plus 3 also. But here remember in these spaces, this is called pace also. In this instruction pace, one instruction executed, it never wait for another one. Same time here another instruction decoded here, and same time another parallelly it going on. Another here it may execute the another instruction here, another one here it may execute the here. So stages of the pipeline will be effectively work together and produce and improve the throughput of the computer, or improve the performance of the computer. Moreover, it reduce the time of the execution. So execution time is easily determined and reduced by the help of pipeline concept. So remember, fetch, decode, execution. For this important keyword, fetch plus decode plus execute plus write. This is a major principle followed in the pipeline concept. Here the instruction I2 is stored in B1, replacing I1 based on the diagram only, and also here step E2 is performed by the execution unit during the third clock cycle, while instruction I3 is being fetched by the instruction fetch unit. And moreover, here this diagram is very important, so simple and easy. Fetch, decode, execute and write. That is a major principle. This is the instruction executed divided into 4 steps, and diagram is very important. Then here a pipeline process may process each instruction in 4 steps. One called a fetch. For what is a fetch? Read the instruction from the memory. Then what is a decode? Decode the instruction and fetch the source operand and execute, perform the operation specified by the instruction. At last write, that means store the result in the destination location. So it's a very simple example. So simple method you can understand is a pipeline. Then the role of cache memory. The use of cache memory solve the memory access problem here. Some memory access problem it may solve by the help of cache memory only. In particular, when a cache is encoded on the same chip as the processor, access time to the cache is usually the same as the time needed to perform other basic operations inside the processor. So here let's go for the diagram. You can understand and get the clarity here. So this is a diagram where clock cycle instruction 1, 2, 3 is this is the pipeline performance where the effect of execution operation taking more than one clock cycle. Is it possible? Say I1, I plus 1, I plus 2 and so on, or you can say like that. This is the diagram where fetch 1, D1, E1, W1, F1, here F2, that's the instruction format 1, instruction format 2. That means simultaneously or parallelly try to stages of the instruction will be there 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 also, and 5 onwards like that, up to 5 like that. So here pipeline operation here said to be have stalled for 2 cycles, 2 clock cycles. Normal pipeline operation resumes in cycle 7. So here what happens means when you implement the typical concept, here stage we have some problem, we are getting some problem that is called hazard here. So here this is the effect of an execution operation taking more than one cycle. So you can solve it with the help of some improvement method. And here what is pipeline here? What is hazard? 2 definitions there, you can follow in one. Any condition that causes the pipeline to stall, it's called a hazard. That means stopping and skip the instruction. One more is you can say these are situations that prevent the next instruction in the instruction stream from executing during its designated clock cycles. We may expect 2 more questions for the university exams when you prepare and do. They ask what is hazard, what is a pipeline hazard, they ask. Then this is the way where to avoid the previous problem. You can function performed by each process stage in successive clock cycles. So there will be 2 cycle where told no, the instruction when you come to the 7 something, it will stop and create problems here. So let's go here, another one here. So instruction execution step in successive clock cycle where you have fetch 1, D1, E1, W1 and so on. 3 instructions will be there. Then clock cycle, how the clock cycle will change here? It will be the fetch 1, fetch 2 and followed by the decode ideal stage. Ideal means what? Sometime it will wait for a few seconds and continue the next operation, continue the operation here. decoded, then ideal, wait for some time, and again back and resume the operation. What are the operations left? It to go perform the instruction, execute the instruction, and continue to complete the instruction. Task of execute the given instruction, like that. Here pipeline start caused by a catchy miss in F2. So you know what is catchy and why we need everything. Previous session I explained. Any doubt you can check the playlist in the computer architecture. Okay, these are the points you have to remember. What is pipeline and why we need pipeline? What are the difference between the non-pipeline and the pipelining? What is the use of, how do you use the idea of pipelining in computer to successfully improve the performance of the computer or increase the throughput of the computer and so on. The upcoming session will discuss briefly about the types of hazard like data hazard, instruction or control hazards and so on. If you have any queries, please you can contact us in the any time in the media. And thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe and press bell icon for more updates. And any technical error, please ignore it. Please excuse. Thank you.